Visionplus has been and still is a leading stock market service provider. From training to coaching, we cover it all. Try both our software as well as our coaching site, completely free for 10 days without obligation. No credit card is needed to sign up for the trial. The trial subscription will be automatically canceled for you at the end. Visionplus.com, your stock market service center. Real-time coaching has been created. We search and classify critical reports and technical movements. You can visualize or hear the best buying and selling opportunity. Get real-time advice all day long and 3 live coaching shows per day. Let us do the work and save your time for trading. Try marketgurus.tv free without obligation for 10 days in the menus above. Market Vision Plus is the trading companion of so many investors. Make your fundamental and technical analysis easy with Canada's #1 stock market decision-making software. Research, decide, and follow your positions with Market Vision Plus. See the menus just above this program and try Market Vision Plus for 10 days without any obligation after the show. When it comes to day trading, Trader Plus is the right tool. Track 50 quotes simultaneously. Create dozens of quick lists. Display as many as 30 real-time intraday charts at the same time. Watch the action with candlesticks or bar charts as fast as 10 seconds. See the market by sectors. Use the chart models already prepared for you. Try Trader Plus for 10 days in the menu above without any obligation.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Swing Trading Show, Wednesday, March 23rd. The markets are slow, going down, nothing major so far. We have a little rebound right now. Not very strong though. More on the Dow, since the Dow went down this morning, came back up, went further down, and then back up. So there's a market is a little bit nervous, but we don't have any information, no reason why the market is going down so far, and it's not major. Minus 33 on Nasdaq, minus 14 only on New York right now, and 81 on the TSX. But it seems to be the pullback so far seems to be tired. And on the TSX, it has done everything, I guess. So far, we have a double top here. So the market was calm prior to the opening this morning, and suddenly it went down. So if you look at the resources, okay, let's see it in 5 minutes now, since you haven't seen it yet. So the gas went up and then is going down, and the crude oil is going down, and the stock, the energy stocks are going down. We had a little pullback, but it's stopped already. So the gold went down. We had also a pullback, but look, it's at the moment it's returning down. So a little bit of volatility, but right now it's a little bit negative. It looks like the market wants to enter in a correction for the next couple of days. That's so far, that's what I can see, because if you look at the Nasdaq market, we had lost the gain for the last 3 days, and we're very, very close to begin a little bit more stronger correction, but nothing major, because the last trend is still an uptrend. Look at the Dow. It has not much pressure on the downside, but I think it could go down a little bit more. And the SPY is very close also to break down. And you know, the downtrend is much further down. So it would only start at 197.50. But the TSX is clearly in a correction right now. We'll stop at the double bottom here, and but there's still a little bit to go. And we'll be back to that a little bit later. We had some very funny financial result this morning at Cintas at minus 16, which they were expecting minus 16. They got minus 8. Better, but the stock's still going down. Five Below started down with a positive result and now is going up and even breaking out. So they were expecting 47. They got 52. And Krispy Kreme expectation were plus 4 cents. They got plus 7 cents. But still, the stock went down, pulled back quite a bit, but still goes down. General Mills, 53 to 46, and the stock is now positive. We'll probably head back down again. And Nike was expecting 76. They got 77. But the fun about their news is that the analyst does not agree with the company. They actually see it better. The company is expecting prudent numbers for the next quarter, but and they expect their revenue to be 5% next year, while the analysts are expecting 8.9%. How come the analyst expects more than the company itself? I don't know. And the big news on Canada this morning is that the President David Bezub is facing 5 accusations about having revealed privileged information, influencing the price of the stocks. And so it's not going very well for him, and the stock went down quite a bit this morning from over 20%. It's now 19%. And this next company has a good result and maybe some future. This company has completed a geological survey, and the company went down. It's a new company, not very old anyway, just a few months, and has started a new uptrend. And they're into the Athabasca Basin in Saskatchewan, and they're in the uranium. So let's look at the crude oil. So the crude oil has started a correction heading towards the support, so we expect it to go down up to the support so far, with no real reason other than that the meeting for the producing country is in April, so that's far away. So the crude oil has a chance to come down a little bit until then. And finally, the gas seems to be showing the end of the last little uptrend here within its long-term downtrend. So right now it would be prudent to reduce your positions there. And while the gold is going down towards the previous support, the stocks has done that too, but it's going to be a tough thing to break because it's a 2 months tested support, and it could bounce back at any point in time, because it's not the first time. It's actually 1, 2, 3, 4. It could be the 5th time since 2 months. The mining are doing a good correction. I hope you have reduced your position at the top there, but the reversal of the trend would be further down, like 408 points. And in most cases, we have small corrections on the Canadian market. Let me show you that over a period of 3 days. So the crude oils are going down. The mining keeps going down right now. The gold seems to be returning down once more. And the consumer discretionary started up, but it seems like it's going to come back down in the afternoon again. and the financials are down, the industrials are going down, and the technology too. So there is no buyers on the market right now, and there's a little bit more sellers than buyers. So I think we should avoid buying too many things long unless there are very nice specific signals, and which there are always some on the market. But generally talking, I think we have to put a hold on buying stock, unless it could be bearish stuff like bearish ETFs, but for the very, very short term, because we're not in bear market anymore. We are not into a downtrend in the short term. So we got to be prudent on the downside. And if you short something or buy bearish ETF, it should be a short term profit in sight only. So let's go now to some question. Hi, Michel. What would be the entry point in the short term for HXD? HXD is on the TSX. So the TSX now is, in fact, it's the TX60. And in the short term, it's a little bit risky buying HXD because there's a support here that could be strong enough to see the TSX bouncing back. So the real entry point would be something like this. Let me show you that. So that if we see a TSX going down once more and then go sideways at this support level and then breaking down at this level here, so on the move through the support would be the place to go. GS is Goldman Sachs. GS. What do we do with GS? It's totally neutral right now. It's a big sideways movement, and we're even in the middle of it, so it's pretty hard. We cannot take any decision at this point. Next buying signal would be 160 bucks. And so far, if you hold some position here, there's still a $5 risk until the support, but this is a quite important sideways movement, and until we break it out or down, I think we should stay put.
Find answers to your questions by emailing your host at btm@decisionplus.com.
5 good reasons to manage your investments with National Bank Direct Brokerage. Commission fees fixed at $9.95 anytime for all clients and starting at only $6.95 for active investors. No administrative fees if you hold at least $20,000 in your accounts. Registered accounts available in U.S. currency. Powerful tools to help you manage your portfolio. Award-winning customer service and satisfaction levels amongst the highest in the industry. To learn more, visit nbdb.ca or call us now.
Real-time coaching has been created. We search and classify critical reports and technical movements. You can visualize or hear the best buying and selling opportunities. Get real-time advice all day long and 3 live coaching shows per day. Let us do the work and save your time for trading. Try marketgurus.tv free without obligation for 10 days in the menus above.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The next question here is from Alain. Is it a good idea to sell short stocks in the healthcare sector right now? Wouldn't be such a bad idea because as you see, we've been testing this important support. The volume hasn't been very big, not great on the way back up, and it's now topping at this same level. And I'd say that look, let me show you that on something like a 10 days. So you know, in the short term, you know, this sideways movement here on the U.S. market is actually this sideways movement from way behind that we don't see, and there's an uptrend here, so it would become negative this way if we break this line. So on the U.S. Side, at 67 20 30 for XLV, I think it's a good idea, because look at the stocks. There are many stocks in difficulty right now. So but Valent it could experience a strong rebound. So I don't think it's very good there, and we're not quite there yet. We have to see some reversal. So it's close. Could be within the next couple of days we may have a look. As many stocks are overbought, and if we see something coming back down again, but right now we're not quite at the moment. If the market changes to show a negative peaks, so if this was the new top, and after a little while start coming down there, yes, maybe. On the Canadian market, it is much weaker. So if you look at Night Therapeutics, once it's stabilized here and then break down, could be a good idea. Concordia Healthcare on the way down on once more, as it is overbought right now, could not be a bad idea. There's a $10 easy to make there. And Valent, I'm worried to do it right now because we'd have to see it going down, you know. So I'd like to see it breaking down under, I'd say under $40 at least. And I wouldn't short Prometic, of course. And you know, so we're missing a little bit of downside, I'd say, for this. PLE pulled back 349 through 310 on a good news result. A buy or wait for stabilization. Okay, let's go back to PLY with this question. So Prometic here, as I expected, and I said last week, it was not a good idea to buy at a double resistance. I would have loved to see the stock going sideways here and breaking through the 350, like 360 or something like that. But right now, it could be just a little bit of weakness, and but we have to wait until it's stabilized. So far, I think we should leave it alone for a while. You know, if you have position, hold them. If it breaks the $3, reduce it, because it is possible to see the stock coming back down. Sometimes companies could be volatile for years because, you know, we have reached its life top there. So at the moment, it's not a good idea to buy, and we only reduce on the way down, or even sell our position in order to buy back at another level wherever we see that it's well stabilized and goes back up. But I think we should not buy it right now. We should reduce the position if it goes down a little bit, even a good reduction with the intent to buy some more whenever it's stabilized at the bottom. So let's see the market. So as I said earlier, we're on the top right now on every of the market. There is a possibility that the market comes back down, despite the fact we don't know the reason why the market goes down. But we're definitely at the crossing of the road here. Well, within the next half an hour to an hour, I think we'll see another move upward or downward, and but we're in between the two right now. And as the market enter into a correction already, I think my feeling is could be on the downside. Nothing major, but could be on the downside. Thanks very much for attending. We'll see you back tomorrow.